Welcome to the vlog, guys. Today we're going to do a little update on what's going on here at the Legasea Aquarium, but not in the build phase, on the actual aquarium phase. You guys know that we have these bullnose tanks here that are going to literally be 40 foot long. There's two 20-foot tanks like this that are absolutely going to be amazing. And those guys are actually going to go right here against these poles right here. So it'll almost be like a wall that you can see on both sides. It's going to separate the flow so you have to walk, but it's going to look super cool. You can view it from both sides. It's going to look absolutely incredible. 40 feet of wall. We're going to have a ton of giant tanks in here. I mean a bunch of really big, cool exhibits. It's going to be so incredible. None more impressive than this giant shark tank that's going to go right here. That's going to take up this entire area here. Cannot wait to get this going. But today we're actually heading over to Steve Bashy over at Bashy Aquarium to see some of the tanks he's been working on, the smaller tanks and the filtration as well. It's going to be cool. We're going to be over at Bashy Aquarium a lot over the next 6 months. So you guys are going to get used to him. What do you say we hit the road and see what Steve's got going on? And we're at my buddy Steve over at Bashy Aquatic. He has a shark on the side of his building. I mean, this guy does everything right. Let's go in and see some of these tanks and filtrations that he's working on at the Legasea Aquarium. I'm here with Steve. Obviously, we're going to look at some tanks that are going in. We're going to look at some filtration he's starting to build. He's actually lasering right now the top of one of the sump pumps, which is pretty cool, which basically is going to be this. It's going to be his logo here and then Legacy logo on the top, so it's pretty cool. Everything's just going to be tricked out. Even if you don't see it, it's going to look awesome, even if it's hidden. So let's see this laser go. So how cool is that laser cutter? I mean, it's going to be cool that it's going to be branded on everything. Steve is actually building all the stands for the tanks. We're going to take a look at a few of the tanks that he has here. They're already ready. But let's go ahead and see what he's doing with the stands.
What even is it? Connie, have you ever moved a big black
I have.
bin before? I carry the bucket of water.
You made me carry the bin.
We don't have
trash can. It's on wheels.
All right, guys. So I'm Mike, and
I'm Jazzy J.
And I'm. Wait, who then? I want to be Jay.
All right, this is Jay. This is Mike. I'm Connie. Oh my God.
I am Mike.
Juliet blew her enclosure up. We're gonna clean it. Actually, to be honest, I'm probably not gonna clean anything.
And Lucy's hungry, and we have to get Juliet in the
You want me
tub.
to tap Lucy right now, or should we just go in and hope she doesn't strike?
No, she's definitely gonna strike. So definitely start pushing her head away.
You guys are doing great. I'm Jay, so I'm just gonna stand here and do nothing.
Good job, Mike.
Thanks, Connie.
Oh, I didn't say it the right way. You're doing great.
I do not talk like that.
You're doing nothing, by the way.
That's typical.
That's a fair point, if we're being honest.
You know what I've always learned? If you can get somebody to do the job for you, you get.
Mike!
Get the
I'm Connie.
Connie's kicking. Oh, Connie! Girl power.
I feel like we haven't made any progress.
No, we've literally done nothing.
Jay, you're doing a great job.
Don't embarrass us.
Oh, my shoe.
Oh, you lost the shoe.
Oh, God.
I'm helping, see? She's got my leg.
My leg!
My leg. We lost
Jay
the
didn't do anything. Connie and Mike did all of
Everything.
it. Oh my God.
Yeah, those suckers.
So, Jay should have to clean it today.
Jay's definitely back to me.
Lucy's coming and the hook is back there. Whose genius idea that was, I don't know.
Get the hook.
I got a hook. I got a hook.
No, Mike's great. Mike's really
And
great.
you're a kiss.
Actually talking about ourselves, so.
I know.
So do we really need therapy all for ourselves? Okay, Jay, get in there.
Oh my God, but what about Lucy?
Taller than this?
This is a good level or just a little bit higher?
I like this level. These are some of the craziest tanks here. They're zigzag
It's a
tanks.
zigzag tank.
So the idea is to not have them like this, but to have them like bang, 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 bang. So it'll be like just a wall of zigzag stuff.
Exactly, yeah, like 30 feet of, I think we're gonna do freshwater live plants,
Okay.
community type thing. It's just
Okay.
like a cool room divide. I think it's gonna be sick.
Oh my God, I think that's super cool.
Very
You're starting to see
unique.
just a handful of unique tanks that Steve has kind of collected over the years that we're going to incorporate into the design of the Legacy Aquarium. Obviously, we're having a lot of big tanks, giant tanks made. This is just some of the stuff that you've kind of collected over the years.
just got with
and got this.
yeah.
So this is really cool.
Yeah.
And when you saw the welding, they're actually building the stand for this right here, which is cool because it also has the coral inserts in it. And I tell you what, the theming costs a ton of money, man.
Ton.
This is super cool.
Yeah, this
I
is
love
sweet.
this.
The Samsung tank?
Yeah, this is, yeah, so sometimes you'll see like this one's like a bow front tank. It's actually an inverted bow front, which is super cool. And again, these are the smaller kind of like filler tanks, right? You know, we're gonna have
Very
all the,
custom, very
Yeah.
one-off tank.
Yeah.
Every single tank's gonna be very unique. That's the key.
Exactly. You got to remember that, you know, like these are going to just like accent things. I mean, we're going to have tanks that are, you know, 28,000 gallons. I mean, you know, like literally like
Several.
the size of, yeah, several of them. I mean, big enclosures. But these, you got to have these as well. You know, species of fish that don't need giant enclosures.
We're talking seahorses, garden eels,
Right, yeah,
all the species that just require small environments.
Exactly, because if you put them in some giant enclosure, you know, that's 20-some thousand, you're never going to see them. They're never going to be there. So I don't even know that I've ever seen. It's exciting to see this stuff, you know what I mean? And again, Steve's been doing this since we were kids. So like he's just been collecting crazy tanks and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So cool. And again, it's not like this giant impressive, you know, 20,000 gallon tank, but it's still super impressive. You can see this kind of tucked away in a corner, you know, you're walking through and you just see this and you're like, oh my God, I've never seen a tank quite like that.
We want every single tank to be just killer. 10 gallons or 20,000 gallons got to be unique. It's got to be sweet.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. Steve's brain is like ridiculous. I mean, like he comes up with the craziest ideas. There's no way to do the design of the Legacy Aquarium, the aquarium side, without Steve. I'm doing the reptile side. Steve is really doing the aquarium side, and he is crushing it. Looking at some of these tanks that, you know, I knew were around. I'd never seen them personally. You know, you just were telling him
Yeah,
about.
they're in crates.
Yeah, in crates. So now we just have a couple cylinders here.
One of these will be, I think, the seahorse tank. We're going to do a seahorse tank.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We have a lot of cylinder round type tanks because I think they're really cool. Because of the viewing, right? You can walk around 360 degrees, but we'll have a lot of other stuff. So this is just the start of some tanks that you're gonna see. So you're building all the stands for these now, life support you're already working on?
Yeah, exactly, everything. We have the life support, some of it's already getting started on the tables over there. It all matches all. Everything will be done here, and then we can just plug and play it when it's ready, I think.
Because what happens is when the big enclosures start getting built, which is literally within a month, I mean within a month away, then Steve has to do the real big work, which is the giant, like, I mean, like, what is this? I don't know.
This is actually the bioreactor, custom bioreactor for the big archway tank.
Oh, so this is actually for the...
This is
So if you guys have ever been to the Rainforest Cafe, you'll be familiar with it. You walk through and there's a giant cylinder and another giant cylinder and then a tank above it. So it's called a bridge tank. Well, this is the bioreactor for that tank.
massive.
Oh my God, that is so cool. Because I'm used to seeing like little tiny stuff.
So
It
you're
just
seeing
gives
some
you
of the big boy stuff now.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
And then we're going to get way bigger than this, obviously.
Yeah, you figure that Shark Tank is going to be crazy. And again,
Stingray tank.
yeah, Stingray tank. And again, the Shark Tank, what's going to be cool is that, you know, we're going to let Steve kind of go nuts and you're going to be able to see inside the filtration room. So you'll see the bioreactor, you'll see everything go so that, you know, you get an idea of what it actually
I'm
looks
going
like.
to live in that bioreactor.
Yeah,
You'll be able to see
I've
me
always
eat.
said, I always say he kind of reminds me of David Blaine a little bit. So I could see like
I love that dude.
1 week inside a bioreactor.
Yeah,
Blaine's never
frozen
done that.
bioreactor.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but just coming here gets me excited. Again, I couldn't do this without Steve, so it's going to be amazing to see. And you guys are going to see him work a lot over the next 6 months. The site will come here and do stuff. So let me know in the comments if you want to see all that stuff. I definitely want to bring you guys along on the entire journey.
I'm not Connie, I'm Jay, and don't push me.
Jay, get in there.
Get out of my personal space.
Hey, Jay, can you just go in the case?
Mike, you're the brave
Can
one.
you stop being a bossy guy?
Guys, we have 10 minutes. Let's go.
I don't typically do these things, but I will today, just for the video.
Jay, hurry up.
Are you okay?
I like how they all left me here. This is not typical Jay fashion.
Where'd they go?
Okay, guys,
Wait,
so
can we morph back into our regular self?
oh, I'm fine with that.
Get all that voice out of me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so obviously the enclosure is super clean now. She is looking great. She's just kind of staying in her corner. We're gonna let Juliet just shed out, and then this should take another 40 minutes, and we'll shed her out and put her back in. That's it.
And there's always so much cool stuff going on at Legasea Aquatics. I mean, anyone that really follows fish stuff really knows Bashi. You know, his sumps, he's known for life support. Sells all over the world and stuff like that. You can just see, you know, sumps being made. You see like skimmers and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the place is always bumping and always doing well. He's such a vital role in what we're doing here, not only from a design standpoint and a visionary standpoint, because Steve and I have known each other since we were like 15 years old. And we're both the same, you know. I'm on the reptile side. I want the best experiences, the best exhibit. I want people to just absolutely walk in and get blown away. He's the same way on the other side. And and really even his design. And I'm gonna speak a little out of turn here, and I hope I don't get other people upset by saying this, but even the designs of the sumps and the way it is, he turned like the thing that you hide under a tank, he turned it into a showpiece, right? He's the first one to do that, to actually make it a piece of art, you know, with color and lasering everything out and making it beautiful so that you don't just hide the sump, you actually show the sump off. And that same mentality is gonna come to the Legacy Aquarium. And I'm so excited about it, but this place is crazy, which by the way, check this out, check this out. Now, of course, this is just temporary here. Got a giant koi pond. Now, you gotta remember, I don't know if you guys know, I bought the aquarium house from Steve. Steve actually is the one that did the aquarium house. And these were the koi that were there. How absolutely beautiful these Japanese koi are. I mean, crazy. So right now, sold me the aquarium house. He's got another house that's absolutely ridiculous. And a big pond is going in his backyard, and these guys are gonna go in here. These guys are absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy as could be. Oh, and while we're at it, we might as well show you this too. Come with me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Take a look at this room, guys. This just gives you a little bit of an idea of like the magnitude of what Steve does. You know, these are all corals here. Got, you know, some fish. He's got actually what he calls a Detroit coral club. Super cool. I mean, you know, look at the tank. So just everything is so bad. Look at this tank. He's got beautiful inserts in here. You know, he's got a little tang over here and corals and clownfish. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. This might give you guys an idea of what you're looking like at the Legacy Aquarium. You might think, like, Brian, you're a reptile guy. How do you open up an aquarium? What you do is you surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. And Steve is certainly way smarter than when it comes to fish. And that's what I'm doing with everybody. You know, everyone around me, I'm trying to surround myself. My CFO, Chuck, ran public aquarium. But I mean, take a look at these corals here. Absolutely beautiful. This type of knowledge and this type of expertise. Dude, I mean, it's just crazy. Just go tank after tank after tank. I mean, you guys know how much corals cost, right? Probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of coral in these tanks right here, and they look absolutely incredible. I have all the confidence in the world that this aquarium is going to be absolutely ridiculous. And this is the type of stuff that we're talking about, in particular with a handful of our enclosures, like the reef tank in particular, and the shark area where I told you there's going to be a giant room. You know, this is like a work of art. You know, you would actually hide this, and this would be stuffed somewhere that you wouldn't see. Now you see all the mechanism going. You see all the biofiltration. This is the type of stuff that we want to actually showcase so that you're seeing the nuts and bolts of how the filtration is actually working. As I always say, it's almost like those microbreweries. You know, you go to one of those places, you get a hamburger, and you can see them actually brewing beer in the glass room. We want that glass room, but with filtration for the shark exhibit. Not all of our filtration is going to be on display. But that we want to, and again, you know, we're talking about bioreactors that are like literally ginormous. I mean, you know, from floor to ceiling, they're running a 20,000 gallon enclosure, right? This is just amazing. But again, Steve took it to that level to make it into an art, not just something that you stuff away that no one looks at.
I get made fun of a lot.
Now that we're back to our normal self, Connie, Mike.
And I don't talk like, oh my god. Okay, so you
just
take
did.
that back.
Just
Because
did.
you know what you sound like, Mike.
All right, guys. So now that Juliet's all shed out, we're gonna put her
Sounds
back.
like you swallowed a bag of rocks, started talking. Oh, I forgot.
You guys want to come over here? She's sweet.
I'll let Mike wrangle her. You guys want to come up here? You can.
Mike's just super strong.
Let the tour check her out real quick. I am soaking wet.
It's incredible to see what's going on with Steve, and I just, you know, you start to get the vision of where all this stuff is going to go. In the next couple months, this place is going to look a lot different. We've been working so much on the outside of the building. We're about to move it to the inside of the building, and it's going to get really crazy. And when you start seeing tanks getting built, and tanks coming in, and walls going up, and reptile enclosures coming in, it's going to be absolutely crazy. This is going to be a one-of-a-lifetime experience. There's no doubt about that. I am so excited for it. Can't wait to share every single moment with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember,
It's really dangerous walking across the street all the time, dude. But I kind of like it.